Subtitles don't train people. Native audio does. Watch me turn one English script into 10+ languages with Synthesia. No mic, no studio. By the end of this walkthrough, you'll know how to turn a plain document into a polished multilingual training video. You'll understand how to use AI avatars, how to translate accurately into over 140 languages, and how to make sure your video looks and feels like it was custom produced for every audience. This is practical, it saves money, and it will help your content stand out. Step 1. Create the script. The starting point is to log into Synthesia's video builder. The interface is clean and doesn't require any editing experience. You can upload a document with your training content or start typing directly into the platform. From there, Synthesia gives you an editable outline of your video. This outline comes with a draft script and suggested visuals that already match your company branding if you've set up a brand kit. Think of it as your foundation. You get a structure immediately without staring at a blank page. Once the outline is ready, you can begin editing the script. Editing is as easy as highlighting the words you want to change and replacing them. You don't need to record your voice. Synthesia will generate a natural-sounding voiceover automatically. What makes this different from traditional text-to-speech is that the voices are expressive and realistic. If you want the video to sound enthusiastic, serious, or neutral, you can choose that tone directly. Step 2. Choose an avatar. The next big choice is your avatar. Synthesia gives you more than 200 avatars that look and move like real presenters. These avatars aren't stiff or robotic. They blink, move their heads, and even adjust their expressions in ways that feel natural. You pick one that suits your training style. If you want something formal, there are professional avatars in business attire. If you want something friendly, there are approachable presenters that feel like colleagues. If you want to go further, you can even create a personal avatar. This is a digital version of you that looks and sounds like you. That means you can be in your training videos without having to sit in front of a camera every time. Once your personal avatar is created, you only need to type the script, and your digital self will deliver it in a way that looks almost identical to a filmed video. For anyone who wants to appear consistent across languages but doesn't have time to record multiple takes, this is powerful. Step 3. Edit and customize. After choosing your avatar, you can start adding design elements. Synthesia connects you with a massive library of royalty-free images, video clips, icons, and even soundtracks. You can also upload your own branded graphics or company visuals. If your training material needs a demonstration, you can record your screen directly inside Synthesia. The platform will automatically transcribe your spoken words, remove filler expressions like or and sync the transcript to your recording. This gives you a clean script to edit later and keeps the pace natural. To make the training more engaging, you can add animations. The process is simple. You tie an animation to a specific word in your script. When that word is spoken, the animation plays. For example, if your script says safety, you can have a safety icon appear right at that moment. Transitions between scenes are also customizable. You can choose smooth fades or sharper cuts depending on your style. The result feels polished, like a professionally produced e-learning module. Collaboration is built in. You can invite colleagues to co-edit the video with you, leave comments, and make changes in real time or at separate times. This means you don't have to send files back and forth through email. Everyone works inside the same project, and you have full visibility of every change. For training teams spread across different countries, this keeps the workflow efficient. Step 4. Translate the video. This is where Synthesia stands apart. Instead of creating one English video and hoping subtitles are enough, you can instantly translate the entire presentation into more than 140 languages. You simply choose the languages you want and click Translate. The AI will generate new versions of your video with the same avatar, the same voice, but speaking fluently in the target language. This translation feature isn't just word swapping. Synthesia uses AI dubbing that aligns the lip movements of the avatar with the translated speech. Viewers see an avatar whose mouth matches the words in their own language. Poor lip sync usually distracts viewers and lowers engagement, but here it looks natural. To make it even more accurate, you can select adaptive video length. This allows the timing of your video to adjust slightly so that longer sentences in one language don't feel rushed or cut off compared to the original. Step 5. Approve the translation. Accuracy matters, especially in training content. Synthesia lets you review the translated script side by side with the original. You can edit wording directly if you see anything you want to improve. The AI also flags suspicious edits. For example, if you try to replace a keyword with something completely unrelated, it won't allow it. This makes sure that translations stay faithful to your original meaning. You can confidently produce training in multiple languages without worrying about someone accidentally changing the content into something misleading. Step 6. Generate and share the final videos. Once you're happy with the translations, you generate the final versions. Synthesia will create separate language versions and also give you a multilingual player. This player allows your audience to choose their preferred language when watching. The player even remembers their last choice. So if your colleague in Tokyo watches in Japanese, the next video you share will automatically open in Japanese for them. This saves time and creates a seamless viewing experience. Sharing is flexible. You can publish your video directly, get a shareable link, embed it on your website, or download it in SCORM format to upload to your learning management system. This means whether your company uses a corporate LMS, sends videos through email, or posts them on an internal site, distribution is smooth. Step 7. Track and tweak. One of the very useful features that Synthesia offers is analytics. You can track views, impressions, average watch time, and completion rates. This feedback shows you not only how many people watched, but also whether they stayed engaged until the end. If you see drop-offs, you can adjust future videos to keep attention. Training becomes measurable instead of just hopeful. Use cases. Now, let's walk through an example to make this all concrete. Suppose you run a safety training program for a global logistics company. You start with a plain document outlining forklift safety rules. Normally, you would have to hire local trainers or pay for voiceover actors in different languages. That could take weeks and cost thousands of dollars. Instead, you upload the document into Synthesia. The AI gives you an outline and draft script. You choose a professional-looking avatar who fits your company culture. You add a background with warehouse visuals and drop in icons whenever the script mentions protective gear. Next, you record a short demonstration of how to inspect equipment using the built-in screen recorder. The AI cleans up your narration, so the instructions are clear. You add a few transitions and animations to highlight key points, like flashing arrows when showing inspection steps. When it's ready, you translate the video into Spanish, French, Mandarin, and Hindi. The avatar now delivers the training in each of these languages with accurate lip sync. Your teams in Mexico, France, China, and India can all watch the training as if it were made specifically for them. They don't need to read subtitles. They hear the training in their language. The multilingual player remembers their preferences, so every new module is just as accessible. You publish the videos to your learning management system, where employees log in and complete the training. Later, you check analytics and see that the average watch time is high across all regions. That means the translation and presentation worked. The cost is a fraction of traditional dubbing, and the turnaround is much faster. The result is consistent, accurate training delivered globally without compromise. The real advantage here is scale. You don't just make one training video. You can make a whole series and translate them into dozens of languages without multiplying your budget. If your company expands into a new market, you already have the system in place to create content in that language too. You become faster than competitors who are still stuck paying for studio recordings. Of course, there are limits. AI translation is very strong, but for extremely technical content, it's smart to have a subject matter expert review the translation. Luckily, Synthesia makes that easy. You can open the translated script, let your expert check it, and then finalize the video. The workflow is smoother than sending entire recordings back and forth. Aside from corporate training, this method works for education, customer onboarding, and product tutorials. A software company, for example, can create a single onboarding video for new users, then translate it into dozens of languages so customers everywhere feel supported. The same principle applies to nonprofit organizations, universities, or any group that needs to reach people globally. So, if you've been struggling with training across languages, or if you've been delaying global rollouts because translation feels overwhelming, you now have a clear path. Synthesia lets you create once and translate many times. It keeps your message consistent and makes it accessible to every audience. That's how you create training videos in 10 or more languages with AI. It's faster, cheaper, and more effective than the old way. It helps your audience actually learn instead of struggle. And it proves that professional multilingual content isn't just for big studios with giant budgets. Now it's something you can do from your desk with one tool. How would you use Synthesia's multilingual features? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe while you're there.